It's been a beautiful day in the gaming industry. Apparently, everyone hates Forspoken now, lol. Drop a thumbs up and let's see the arguments.
Everybody on the internet right now seems to hate Forspoken. Now, this game is a bit of a gigantic question mark because as it stands, even though we have seen about 20 minutes of gameplay, we really don't know that much about it. It's this weird game that seems to be about a girl transported from New York into a Final Fantasy-esque...
Honestly, the best girl game is Tomb Raider. I love this. Drop a thumbs up if you agree, but apparently this game can also go woke based on the information that came out, which we covered a while ago. So.
Universe, but
yeah.
It's one of those games where it's been delayed, it's been talked about, but we really don't know what we're getting. But they just released a new trailer that everybody agrees is the most cringe, terrible, controversial piece of trash ever. But I want to talk about
Puppy chill.
Why this trailer, which is only 30 seconds long, has managed to stir up a lot of conversation. What's up, gamers? Dreamcastguy here. Hi.
There it is. Make sure to smash.
Hope you're having a great day. If you could like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, I want to just start things off by showing you this thing itself. Let me just do a gigantic cringe warning. This is some truly peak awful conversation. If the game is actually spoken, if the dialogue is written like this, people are going to be hating this game. But
it feels like that the world is ending. Okay, let's check it out.
Here it is. You can see this is a promoted tweet. Square Enix paid tens of thousands of dollars to promote this specific trailer to make sure that you saw it, so buckle up. Are you ready for a beautiful and cruel new land, twisted monsters, an array of magical abilities, and sentient jewelry? Alright, so these are the worst jokes ever. Here we go.
Alright, let's see, man.
Those spell effects are pretty good.
I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons. Oh yeah, I'm talking to a cop.
Yeah. No, honestly, okay, like, I know he's about to say some dumb, but then he's about to actually drop some facts as well. This is why I like the homie Dreamcastguy. He drops some facts, but I mean, it's a woman, it's a girl, it's not a woman, it's a girl saying like a freaking dragons. I see the point he's making, but okay, let's keep watching.
Like, the spell effects look good.
Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, kill jacked up beast. I'll probably fly next.
So obviously, the issue with this is that it's incredibly freaking poignant, ridiculous cringe. There's this style of...
Now listen, man, I personally am not heavily into Forspoken, but one, if you're gonna be copping, two, if you think it's trash, I want to see where you at, first of all, okay? I want to know how a Chad like you feel on the situation.
Writing that's becoming more popular, which is like self-aware, self-deprecating, like meta jokes. And honestly, it's very, very annoying. Now, a lot of Marvel movies do this, and I'm not specifically hating on them, but...
My God, you're literally hating on Marvel movie by saying that. We always do that, right? Like, guys, like, yeah, that thing, you know, it's not that good, but... I don't like it, but it's pretty good. I love it, but it's not that good. You know, it's something that we always do, man. Dummy.
It's that type of thing where, like, you'll be fighting a gigantic killer of gods, and you gotta be like, oh man, he's the god butcher. Hope he doesn't butcher any gods. Oh. They're doing this with video games now. Like, people keep making fun of it here. People saying it sounds like one of those bad CW shows. It sounds like it needs a freaking laugh track. Now, here is such a great example. There's a ton of people.
Dude, Twitter loved nothing, dude. I'll tell you what, man. Twitter loved nothing. But this time, I guess it's different.
This tweet is being roasted into the freaking pavement. Literally, it's been trending now of people making fun of this. But right here, this is a great example, I feel like, which is a very serious game that manages to have extremely well-written humor in it, which is the Yakuza games. What if they used this style of cringe humor instead? Want to know my name? I'm Kazuma Kiryu, the Dragon of Dojima. Oh man, that sounded way cooler in my head, sorry. I'm always catching hands with the fiercest fighters in Japan. And uncovering underworld conspiracies and cut to Yakuza 2 baby sub-story. Yeah, that's something for me to tell my therapist.
Yo, puppy chill.
Bomba.
Bad humor can ruin good jokes. Like, that's kind of the
facts. That's facts. I feel like, yeah, he's about to say some dumb next, but I feel like that's facts. Let's actually, let's keep a buck 50. And listen, man, the homie Dreamcastguy, I would say 7 out of 10 times he dropped some facts. I know some of you were like, whoa, Skizzo, wow, gotta cancel you, man. Gotta cancel you.
Oh
like,
my
he
God.
never drops facts, but listen, man, I feel like that he's making a compelling case. Let's keep watching.
The problem with this is that even if this game ends up playing well, everybody is making fun of the fact that this dialogue is freaking terrible. Now, I actually wanted to talk about this. A lot of people in the writing world refer to this style of dialogue as Whedon-esque because Joss Whedon sort of invented it. Like if you're gonna have Spider-Man fighting bad guys,
Lara Croft is looking so good, man. Damn, man, she's wifeable. Lara Croft, she's wifeable, 100%, man.
Completely obsessed with.
Don't look at Lara Croft. Only I can look at Lara Croft.
Okay? Spider-Man does make jokes, but Spider-Man also takes serious moments serious. If there is a nuclear bomb that's about to go off, or there's some sort of terrible travesty, he's able to reflect and deal with the situation. It's not always just joke, joke, joke. Whedon-esque stuff will have a character actually die, and 30 seconds later, a character's like, "Guess we're gonna have to mop that up." It ruins.
Dude, that's so true, man. That is so true. I see what he's saying, man. He's not wrong though. Come on, Chad. Come on, man. Y'all are gonna be like, come on, man. Like, come on, guys. Like, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Even good moments. The essential problem with Whedon-esque dialogue is that it has no respect for wonder, terror, or mystery. It's rolling its eyes at the most profound visions of ecstasy and horror that the universe has to offer. And this, in my opinion, completely nails the problem with dialogue like it seems Forspoken is going to have, is that imagine that you are a real person pulled into the Final Fantasy universe and you suddenly have powers and you're trying to save this far-off mystical land. Are you really going to be like, "Oh man, guess it's a hot day," while you're shooting fire? No, you're going to be like, "All right, cool, let's deal with this." It's annoying how much it feels like they don't respect the world that they've made. Now, I actually wanted to show you something here, which is absolutely insane. Somebody decided to make a parody of this trailer using Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Now, this is 21 seconds. It's brilliance.
Here I am, doing everything that I can. Holding on to what I freaking am, pretending I'm like some jacked up super.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, okay, that's something I do now.
Yeah, here is the perfect example about why this stuff does not work.
I mean, damn right, like, gaming industry is getting watered down like crazy though. I do feel like that some of the best games that we had were back in like 2010, 2015 era was, I feel like, some of the best. After that, game started to go downhill. Obviously, we still had some of the best games out there. We still had God of War that came out in 2018. There were a lot of really, really good games, but I feel like that the industry as a whole is kind of like watering down. And we recently had leaks that says that GTA 6 is also going to be watered down a little bit because of the current climate, because a lot of people are really sensitive. So it's, I don't know, man. The direction that we're going, it's looking very bad, man.
There needs to be some amount of seriousness. Good jokes can exist. I'm not saying I'm anti-humor. Obviously, I'm Mr. Yuck Yuck. I like to do funny voices or be Kermit the Frog. Like, I enjoy good jokes, but there is a time and a...
Bro, run that back. Run that back.
There needs to be some amount of seriousness. Good jokes can exist. I'm not saying I'm anti-humor. Obviously, I'm Mr. Yuck Yuck. I like to do funny voices or be Kermit the Frog. Like... I enjoy good jokes, but there is a time and a place where you need to catch your breath and realize what's actually going on. Now, let me just say this. There are funny Final Fantasy games. There are serious Final Fantasy games. I think there's great moments that have existed across the entire freaking catalog of Square Enix experiences.
Is he making a compelling case in your expertise, or you think that, nah, man, like, not making a compelling case? I want to see what you think, man. I want to know what you're thinking, man.
But my problem is that if you're going to try and mock it this much, it is at the detriment. Like, looking at Forspoken itself, the gameplay is dark. The gameplay, the graphics, the art style, it seems like this is going to be a very gritty, very cool, very flashy experience. It is going to, I mean, honestly, in my mind, it's going to undermine that if every time I am fighting a dragon, I'm like, oh no, it's a freaking dragon. I guess I'm...
Yo, puppy chill, puppy chill.
I'm just stunned about this because there are a bunch of rumors that right now, that two separate things at once. Forspoken is apparently done. There are rumors that the game is finished, even though it hasn't officially gone gold. Apparently the development is pretty much feature complete. The game is done. The reason they didn't release it this year is because the rumor is they're trying to get out of the way of God of War Ragnarok. So this is their way of sort of
recently there's a massive rumor that came out that a lot of games are getting delayed, not because they need to be delayed, but they are delaying because of God of War. They do not want to release their games around God of War. Also, they got Hogwarts Legacy that supposedly is going to be massive. I mean, the Harry Potter universe is massive. I'm into that franchise as well. I'm looking forward to Hogwarts Legacy 1 if you are, 2 if you're not looking forward to it. The amount of 1s and 2s I said during this video, if you say 1, 1, 1, then it's going to be kind of confusing. So just say if you're into Hogwarts or not. But God of War is going to be a massive game. It's seriously going to be a massive game. I'm not sure if it's going to beat Call of Duty, but it's definitely going to be closer to Modern Warfare too, and Hogwarts Legacy as well. Like, Harry Potter is a massive franchise, so these 3 games are gonna be just crazy. This month we're getting Saints Row, and then what? Like, what else we're getting? We're getting all these top 3 games. Starfield is not coming this year as well. It's just gonna be, yeah. There are Arc Raiders, and there was one other game, Midnight Suns, that got delayed, and apparently Forspoken might get delayed as well. I'm not sure.
Dodging that bullet, but additionally, it just feels like this is supposed to be a big headliner project that Square Enix wanted to pump possibly hundreds of millions of dollars into making something that is a completely new franchise, and they're going to ruin it with the goofiest of the goofiest talk. Like, don't make people talk like it's Sesame Street. Don't make people talk like they're background characters to Tony Stark's second henchman. I know the writing and directing styles like Taika Waititi are very popular right now, and I appreciate that humor, but having just tons of like, oh man, oh, I can't believe we're stopping the world, I'm Taika Waititi, oh man, oh, what are we gonna do? That kind of stuff wears thin.
Yeah, that's so true, man. Like, I don't know, what are your thoughts on the new Thor movie? I enjoyed it, obviously, but it wasn't that, you know, like, I didn't get that dopamine though. I didn't get that dopamine. Perhaps, and it's wild because some of my friends says that Thor was better. Thor was better than Doctor Strange, but I enjoyed Doctor Strange a little bit more than Thor. Both of these movies were like, they were good, but not like crazy good. They were not bad at all. Like, I'm not saying they were bad, but it was just like, you know, just wasn't getting that dopamine, wasn't satisfied. Yeah, let me just put it that way. And maybe it's because of that, oh man, the impression that the homie Dreamcast did. Maybe that's the reason. I'm not sure.
When there is an actual sense of scale and pressure and freaking intensity.
Yeah.
You are screwing over your own project. I know it sounds like I'm being very, very revelly in this, but straight up, I think that this dialogue, if this is the way they talk in the entire game,
it completely removes the stakes. It completely, and people love stakes. People love story that has stakes. You know what I mean? If it has good stakes, then, you know, that's a good story. If it has good story, then you need stakes and whatnot. But with dialogue like that, that completely removes the stakes. And I feel like, yeah, I mean, he's making a compelling argument for sure.
It's going to flop. I'm actually going to go ahead and put my foot down on that. If this is how they talk in the game, people are not going to buy it. Like, how am I supposed to care about a universe where the main character doesn't?
People will still buy it. People will still buy it. I feel like that if it might not cater to you, me, and some of the homies that are watching this video. Listen, man, I'm not into Forspoken. Ever since the beginnings, I saw the gameplay. It does look pretty nice, but it's just that I'm not the target audience, right? And it's clear that it's not gonna be it's not gonna cater to you, but it's surely gonna be catering to a lot of people. The fact that I feel like that it's gonna be something that can cater to Fortnite players. Maybe, you never know, man. There are a lot of Fortnite people, man. There are a lot of Fortnite players. There are a lot of youngins out there, so it's definitely gonna be catering to those people.
Care. Like, if you've been transported here, if you're fighting these monsters and even you don't give a crap, I feel like the audience isn't going to give a crap. There are definitely styles of humor that work in books, there's styles of humor that work in comics, there's styles of humor that work in movies, and separately, there is a style of humor that definitely works best in video games, and I feel like this waka waka bad self-punchline stuff, Spider-Man, that's a pretty weird name. Okay, yeah, these kind of jokes do not work for video games, especially if you're trying to save the world. But these have just been some off-the-cuff thoughts, because honestly,
he's making a compelling argument, and I do not disagree with what he's saying, but it's just that I think it's gonna, I mean, Forspoken, when you look at the game, I don't know, man, it's kind of a wild card. Either it's gonna bang with the kids and with the younger audience, or it's not gonna at all. It's really a wild card. But I feel like that to people that care for story, like real serious story, and if you prefer having like good amount of stakes, I think you might not enjoy it as much, or maybe you're not gonna be even picking it up. But if you're somebody that do not care, you're like, I don't care, I just play games, I just want to have fun, it does look good, I like the skills, I like the combat, I like the you know what I mean, then you're probably gonna pick it up and you're probably gonna enjoy it. So different strokes for different folks. But let me know your thoughts. Click on this video on the screen. I'm telling you, man, people are getting bumbleclad. Just click on it and we'll see you right there. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell.